Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a basic boutique hair bow using 21 inches of ribbon of the 1.5 inch thick ribbon. It comes out to being about 3.5 inches long. The other video I had made with using 18 inches of ribbon, the bow will come out to be about 3 inches long. This one comes out to be about 3.5 inches long. So let's get started. The materials that you're going to need, of course, is ribbon, and it's 1.5 inches wide, and you're going to need 21 inches of this ribbon. You're also going to need a pair of scissors, a ruler, needle with embroidery floss, and at the end you're going to tie a knot. You're going to need about 2 inches of 3/8 of an inch ribbon. You'll need a lighter and a glue gun. You'll also need an alligator clip or some sort of clip that you would want to attach your bow to. In this bow I attached it to an alligator clip. This alligator clip is partially lined. I have a video on that, on how to do a partially lined alligator clip and a fully lined alligator clip. I'll put the links right here. And inside of it I have a gripper. The grippers usually are used so that if the child has really thin hair, it will grip to the hair and it won't slide out as easily as a clip that doesn't have a gripper. And I even have a video on how I make those as well, and I'll put the link right here. So let's get started. Of course, the first thing you're going to do is measure out your ribbon. I already cut this, I already pre-cut it. 21 inches long. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to cut the ends of your ribbon in a diagonal slant. Well, here's an easier way for me to show it to you. You put the two ribbons one on top of the other, like this, and you're going to turn the one on top, you're going to flip it over, just like that, so that both the pretty sides are facing up. Then what you're going to do is you're going to get your scissors and then cut it in a diagonal slant, because you want both of the ends to be in opposite directions. Like, for example, if you look at this one, it's pointing, I don't know if you can see in the video, it's pointing downward, and on this side it's pointing upward. So you want it to be them to be pointing in opposite directions. After you do that, you are going to heat seal the end. So you're going to get your lighter and you're going to run it along the end. And the reason why we do this is so that the bow does not unravel. You don't want a tacky looking hair bow. It creates a seal so that it does not unravel. Now we're going to do the folding part. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to hold it like this with the pretty side facing down, and then you're going to curve it over like this, and we're going to loop it like that. Then you're going to get the bottom piece, which is longer, and we're going to loop it upward like this. Then you're going to get this piece and we're going to loop it downward, but we're going to tuck it in between this piece and this piece. So we're going to tuck it right in here. So just tuck it in there and make sure the loops are even, and try to make sure that these loops are about the same size also, and these are about the same size. Then you're going to get the rest of your piece and we're going to loop it over like that. Now after you do that, we're going to flip it over like this to the back, and we're going to fold it. And the reason why I fold it is because to me it just looks nicer. We're going to fold it so that it's folded like here in the middle. Some people, they like to just, you know, sew it down, or they like to clip it with like an alligator clip or something, and then just tie it, just wrap the ribbon around and then just tie it, pull it tight. But I like to fold it. So the way I fold it is I'm going to fold this piece up like this. I'm going to fold it up like that, and then this piece over here we're going to fold it down like this. Then we're going to fold it up again, like that, down again, and then up again, so that it ends up looking like this on the front, because this will be the front of your bow. Now you're going to get the needle and make sure at the end of the floss it has a knot. So we're going to slide the needle down the center like that. Then we're going to pull it all the way through till it hits the knot, just like this, and then we're going to wrap it around tightly. And you want to make sure it's tight. And of course, you tie it off. And after you tie it off, you're going to cut off the extra string, and then you're going to turn your bow over to the back and you're going to kind of tug at it like this so that it kind of opens it up like that. And this is the front. Now we're going to add the piece that's going to go in the center, right here, like this one. So you're just going to get your 2-inch piece of 3/8 of an inch wide ribbon, which is like this. It's 3/8 of an inch wide, and it's 2 inches long. You're going to turn the bow over to the back, get your glue gun, and add a little dot of glue here to the back. Just a little dot. You're going to place one end, like right there, just like this. Then we're going to wrap it around the bow, and then bring it to the back again. And we're going to add another little dot of glue right here, so that way we can lay it down. And of course hold it down for a couple seconds so that the glue sets. And when you turn it back over, you have a cute little center for your bow. And of course you can mess with your loops and make them however you want them to look. Now we're going to be attaching our alligator clip to the back of the bow. This one's already made. Sorry about that. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your alligator clip and you're going to add glue right here to the top of the clip. Just add a line of glue. Just like that. Then we're going to place it like this on the back of the bow, and of course hold it down for a couple seconds so that the glue sets. And there you go. You have a cute little 3.5-inch boutique style bow. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.